Hey folks, welcome back to Campaign Leipzig. So I'm actually going to try this scenario again this time. I've been thinking about it and I thought I could try and play another one, but it's always good, I think, to kind of like figure out what it was that you did wrong in the last game and try again. Now this is a getting started scenario, and but it is particularly difficult. So the victory points in this game, or in this scenario, are actually quite hard to win. Let's get the French back on the, as the AI, and we're going to start playing again. So, French move onto this hill. I'm going to speed the AI up, by the way. There we go. So our skirmishers are just taking some pot shots as these guys come in. Yeah, okay. So, not huge amounts of damage. I might turn the speed down just a little bit. There's no French melee this time, so we're actually going to switch. We're going to go straight onto our turn. Okay, so I don't need to introduce anything. You guys have probably watched the last series, and I'm going to try to make this one a lot faster, I think. So let's see what we can do. I do think that taking this hill at the start of the game is probably a good bet. So let's go and do that. We're going to move this light brigade up. Yeah, I think... Let's get the skirmishers split off first. Oh, the skirmishers move up first. Okay. These guys can also deploy skirmishers. Let's do so. I think we're going to move them down. Let's move those guys up that way. Okay, they can't move any further for some reason. Okay. We've got this column this way, and then we've got this this battalion here too. So we're going to move those. Yeah, we'll keep them just south of this hill ridge. All right. We've also got the division general. We want to keep this guy, in a position where he's able to command all the different brigadier generals if we can, because command is really, really important in this game. It's one thing I've realised. About the John Tiller games is keeping your, if you press the C key, it keeps everybody in, you can see where your command range is. So you can see here, this is where the Brigadier General's command range, but he needs to be within the range of the, his commanding officer. Okay. This cavalry, we're not going to mess around with the cavalry this time. I might use them. Can we actually... Yeah, you can even get a squadron off. So I might split these guys in, just one squadron off. We'll use these to scout, but I don't want to be, doing what I did last time, which was just squandering them, having them attacked very, very easily, very, very heavily. That was not a good idea. Okay, look, that's good, because we can see, these guys can now see over this way. Now, they could get shot at by artillery, but they're probably far enough away, I think, from this artillery that they're not going to take too much damage. Now, my artillery were in a poor position in the last game. There's a couple of things we could do. We can either leave them unlimbered, and we can just have these guys... Look, these are horse artillery. These are very, very mobile, whereas the light artillery, these are not very mobile at all. Now, they're going to do more damage if we get them close. So, we could have them somewhere like here. Like there. And that would be a reasonable place to put them. The horse artillery, I think we can probably move them onto the hill again. So let's limber those guys up. And then we're going to move them onto the hill. We can't underlimber them this turn. We'll do that next turn. These guys, they are probably not going to be able to hit much from where they are. No. So, we're going to limber these guys up. And I'm actually going to get them into a position where next turn they're going to be able to start shooting. And, yeah, it looks like they could hit this tile here. I might actually even move them up here. That might be a good position for them. We're going to move these cavalry a little bit closer to, and I want to keep them within range of the division general. So yeah, that's okay. So you can tell, by the way, if you failed a leadership check at the start of the turn, because their rating is going to be in yellow. Okay, so yeah, I think it's the rating. It's either the rating or the leadership. I forget which one, but you'll know because you'll see that it's failed, and it'll be in yellow. So I think I explained this before, but briefly, you've got a leadership rating, and if you've got a leadership of A, that's a 6. You need a basically when you're making any kind of like leadership check or morale check, if you've got a leadership of A, you automatically pass the morale check. Okay, so if you've got a leadership of B, then you'll need a 5+ on a D6, and if it's C, it's going to be 4+. Okay, so that's kind of how it works all the way down. And so, but if you've got a leader, let's say you've got a leadership C for your main leader, like we have here, right? If we make the leadership test, so in this case, we'd need I think it's a 4+. If you rolled the 4+, then you would pass down. You'd basically increase your. Excuse me. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that at all. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll move him back next time. So you increase it and you pass it down with a +1 bonus. Okay, so you'll increase your leadership rating up to C from up to B, and then you pass a +2 bonus down to the next one below. And that the guy below makes the same roll, but he gets a +2 bonus. If you fail, then you just don't get that bonus. Basically, I think you -1. And you pass that one, you don't get to pass down that bonus to the subordinates. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. So you want to keep them all within the range, essentially. I'll move that guy back in a minute. Can we move these guys? No, I think they got movement 10. Okay, we can move them further. Okay, these guys are parts of the FJ. Yeah, this is FJ Kohlberg, which I think is these guys here. Oh, no, it's F Kohlberg. We've got 2 Kohlberg. IR 19. I think FJ Kohlberg is one of these, isn't it? Yeah, there we are. It's this one here. So these 2 skirmisher units are actually... Oh no, this one here is part of this. Let me just take off those objectives for a moment. Ah, okay. That's a skirmisher there. Ah, these ones broken down. Yeah, this is okay, I see what's happened here. So this is a light brigade that's been completely broken down into 3 components. So they're actually broken down completely into skirmishers, which you can do as a light brigade. Okay. I think what we want to do, you don't want our troops too close. I think we're going to start moving some of these guys up onto the hills. Get around the side. Okay, so that's the light brigade. This is the other one. I think we're going to move these guys up this way here. See if we can do some damage to these troops in line formation. Okay. Got another skirmishing group here. I think we probably want to keep these guys in this church. Now, if they get meleeed, then they will, they will run. The thing is, though, when these guys, if they do melee them, they're going to have to put, they'll be, what's the word? They'll be disordered. Okay. Let's get this shortened line out. Oh, no, do we want to do that? Like, in the last game, I think what I did was I ended up extending the lines out, and these guys actually they took a lot of hits, and they ended up running. I think I might actually keep these guys in the village this time and just eat the negative 75% penalty that I'm going to get. So I'm going to get less attacks, basically, by quite a way. But in doing so, let's just hit the U key to get rid of the units. We'll actually be keeping this 20%, modifier to enemy incoming attacks. Okay, they can't see anything. They can't see anything. These guys can fire up there, but I'm not going to. It's just not worth it. I don't want to, I don't want to damage my, I don't want to suffer a low ammo check, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I think I'm going to keep this squadron a little bit closer to this squadron, to the squadron we sent out here. So, yeah, there we are. These lancers. And I'm going to keep these guys here. They're probably... Oh, hang on a minute. Can we... No, we can't. It doesn't look like they can be seen. I think they're going to be there, okay there for the time being. I just wanted to send these guys out just so we got some eyes out on the, onto what's going on in the back line here. Okay, this is looking about done. Let's just see what else we need to move. Ah, we got some guns. Okay. Before I start, I'm actually going to limber up this other gun unit. I'm going to sit those on. Yeah, we're going to limber those guys up. What are we going to do? let's just move them down this way and across, because I want these guys to be able to still fire. Okay, that's quite a long way. Okay, that's range 16. By the way, I forget who it was, but thank you to whoever it was in the comments who told me how to do this. You shift click and it tells you the range. Okay, so range 16, we're not going to do much damage there at that kind of range. I think we're better off firing into the enemy artillery if we can. Okay, we did cause some fatigue damage. I'm going to do the same job here. I'm going to move these guys. Let's get these guys limbered up. I'm going to move them down this way. I'm going to keep these ones firing for the time being. Okay. We get some opening salvos off. Those guys have moved. Oh no, they haven't. We want to. Yeah, we don't want to move with them. I'm just going to keep them there. I'm going to keep my guys on this objective and see what we can do about keeping them in there. Those skirmishers, they may as well fire. Okay, we actually killed 5 men. Not bad. Not bad going at all. Wow, those are good. Well, they are quality B. That's why. Okay, and so that is it. It's going to be the first French turn now. Let's just save my game. There we go. Oh, it's my melee. We don't need to do that. Okay. So we're going to get some defensive fire from the skirmishers. Oh, lines moved up this side. It's interesting. 16 men. That was good. I'm going to slow this down just a bit. Okay, we've got some skirmishing fire coming in. Those guys turn to actually fire at our skirmishers, which is good because I want them firing at the skirmishers and not at my main units, actually. That said, I'm not going to... So, the mistake that I made, by the way... Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so we got some units routed. So it looks like where are we? Where did they go? Oh, yeah. So these two skirmishers from FJ Kohlberg, they ran. So there we go. These ones are disordered as well. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to move these guys back to keep them next to their main unit. Yeah, because they're disordered, they're probably going to get routed next turn. Let's move the divisional commander. I think what we'll do is let's move these cavalry. I'll have a bit of a think about it, but I think I'm going to move the divisional commander onto one of these units here, just so they get his command bonus. Also, this guy, yeah, he can do the same thing. So let's get him up. Yeah, make sure that these guys are kind of close. Okay, the divisional commander on here as well. Okay, we'll just keep those supplies where they are. H, there we are. Okay. We could potentially get these supply... Well, I'll just keep them where they are. I think it's 6 squares that they need to be. So... Oh. Control... Oh, it's control left click. There we are. So yeah, these are all within range in case we do get an outer supply. So, because this is a short scenario, probably a good idea to be using as much of your ammunition as possible. Okay, let's get some proper firepower in here. Okay, 8 kills ain't bad. Let's see if we can do a bit better here down this enfilade. Oh, only 1. Okay. Get these guns up closer. And we'll try and get them up onto these, into a position where they're a little bit closer. Then there's only a few guns here, so there's not a whole lot. But then we can leapfrog these forwards. Okay. So, F. Kohlberg, that's this group here. Interesting what the AI has done. I don't remember it doing it this way this last time. It might have been similar, actually. Yeah, maybe it was. Now, this light brigade, we want to try and get these guys round. Let's get some of these guys up here. And we'll get some enfilade action. Okay. Got these skirmishers. I don't want to be next to those guns, so let's move them. I think that the firing arc of that thing is going to be that way and that way. If I remember my... Yeah, it is. It is that one and that one. So we can move here. and not be attacked by them, I don't think. Unless it turns, of course. Okay, those guys are fired. Okay, we've got this group here. Okay, this is one Kohlberg. So we're going to bring these guys up and we're going to assault onto this hill. Yeah, look, so you can actually see that our division general, he actually failed his command rating. Look, so his command's gone down to D this turn. We ain't got the best commanders, but that's okay. Fortunately, this guy made his command rating. He failed it, but he's gone down to E. This is why you can end up with, you've got to be, yeah, he failed it as well. So we've got really bad commanders in this battle. Really, really not very good. Okay, one Kohlberg. This is a quality B. These guys are quality D. I think what we're going to do is we're going to attack. Now, what do we got here? I'm not sure what these ones are. I think these might be guards. I think we probably want our best unit to be assaulting here. Let's get these guys up, and we'll have these ones ready. We'll have our D quality 1-1 Neumark. We'll have those guys doing the assault onto the skirmishes. Some firing coming. Okay. Okay, here's a big fire. Okay. Now let's move the F. Kohlberg up this way. I'm going to try and keep them away from those guns. Yeah, we're not gonna march them there. I'm gonna march them I'm gonna march them next turn. So we're gonna try and wait, but I'm being casualty conscious on this game, guys, because that's why I lost last time. I was not casualty conscious, and we really need to be. Okay, we kind of got our units kind of a little bit mixed up here, but that's okay. Now we could actually charge these guys this turn. Now if we hit them with both units, the thing is, they're both going to be tired from the melee. But we'll see what happens. I might do it one after the other. I might go with these guys first. These ones will do a lot more damage hitting into the side. So I think that's probably going to be the way to do it. Okay, let's get 2 Kohlberg, which can deploy. So we're going to get some skirmishes out here. So let's send those skirmishes off. Where can they go? Okay. Okay, we can actually get this group up onto this hill immediately. I do want to take the hill, and I want to clear it quick. What I don't want to do is take massive amounts of casualties doing so. That's going to be a bad move. Let's get these skirmishers. Yeah, where do we move those? So actually got a lot of skirmishes, 129 men. It's a lot. Let's get these guys moving up first. I think we'll take try and take their fire. Oh, there we are, look. So we got the other group there. Have we got enough to get onto here? Yeah, they're in line formation firing that way. Oh, by the way, somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody was asking, are there any other settings for the way the graphics look other than the NATO? And yes, there are. Look, you've got the alternative here. So you got these ones. So there you go. This is your alternative. So these are columns, look. These are your line formations. These ones are the shortened line. This is the light brigade. Then you've got your artillery and cavalry here, look, with the 3 lines. So that's one way you can do it if you prefer that setting. I just use NATO stuff because I'm used to it. But then you've got the block, and the block drawings kind of similar, but they look a little bit different. It's just entirely up to your preference, whatever you like. I'm used to the NATO stuff, and I like it because it kind of, you know, I can read the NATO symbols for the most part usually anyway. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. We could bring this cavalry up. No, this is the thing I did last time. We brought some cavalry up, and kind of sat them there next to the enemy, and then we got them into a square formation, and then we managed to do a lot of damage. That might be an idea. Let's start firing. 32 men, look. Excellent job. They did really well. 36 men. Good job. Okay, these guys can't see at all. Oh, these guys can't see either. Now, these guys are going to come in and they're going to attack our skirmishers. Now, I don't know whether to concede this one. This is an interesting decision, right? So we've got a church here, church and cemetery. So these guys they've got minus 10%. Oh wow, this is a big objective. Look, 50 points. This is like the main objective here, I'd say. Yeah, this is the main objective. So we need to get this one back if we lose it. The thing is, I think what's going to happen is they're going to probably attack that, and then we're going to lose troops. So we could let them have it and then just blast them from close range. Okay, now, that might be a better idea than keeping our skirmishes there. Yeah, I might do that because I don't really want to lose the troops. Yeah, they have fired. I think they're probably going to assault me next turn, so it might be a little bit late for that. But let's see what we can do anyway. We'll keep these guys deployed in their shortened lines. So you'll see that, look, 87% of the front is covered. So you only get like a certain amount of your troops actually able to cover that. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these guys could probably move up and blast our cavalry here. I did like the effect, though, of moving these guys. I did get shot by the cannon. I only lost one. Okay. Okay, they're within command range. Let's bring these cannons up on these cavalry up onto the hill. I might actually move them off this hill just so they're not being shot by the cavalry. But let's bring them up and we'll threaten these guys here. They'll see these cavalry. I think they can see them. Yeah, they can. And by moving them up, but we could probably move them here, and then they would likely go into the square, I think. Now, I think if you're somebody reminded me, if you're going to charge, you need to have at least one hex difference, if I remember right. So maybe we move these guys just back 1 hex. Yeah, then we need to turn them around. There we are. So we'd leave them, but we'd basically leave them there. Okay. So those guys can't see them now, but these guys can, right? But these guys can see these cavalry, and so they can see these. So we are potentially able to charge those. And you saw that it doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it will be disruptive. Okay, let's get these guys. Oh, they're limbered. Yeah, we need to unlimber them, and we won't be able to fire with them this turn. I'm tempted just to move them 1 hex more. And then unlimber. And they want to turn that way. And then unlimber. Ah, dang it. Okay, so movement's allowed. Turning them round that way, that was enough to stop us from being able to limber this turn. But that's okay. We'll unlimber them next turn. That means we'll fire the turn afterwards. Okay. We could have fired on those ones next turn, but with them, they would have been only firing this way. This is a better position. Now, we can protect it as well, I think. So we should be okay there. Probably a better position for our horse cavalry. Horse archers, sorry. Sorry, for our cannons. What do we do with these guys? These dudes are in the way now. This isn't a bad position. Let's unlimber these guys and they can fire. Okay. Just to remind them that we're there. Just in case they'd forgot. Okay, we've got 2 Kohlberg here. I'm going to keep... Well, I'll say that I'm going to keep them in reserve. The thing is, we've already got a lot of reserves coming in. How do we assault this hill? That's the question. We could try and march these ones around. Like 2 Kohlberg. That's where their skirmishes are. That might be a way of doing it. Because if we move these guys in, right, not only are we going to be facing a barrage of troops coming in from here, I am counting on these guys being able to shift these lines, and I think we can do that. The other thing is we can go for these guns first, and then we take on these dudes. No, dudes is not necessarily a technical military term, by the way. Yeah, these guys can see down to here. Let's move them here. We'll encourage them to shoot at us. They're not going to do a whole lot of damage there, though. Okay, that's looking good to me. Yeah, we've got most of our troops are within range of the ammunition. I think that's it. We've got the cavalry. Let's just move them a little bit closer, and then we'll call it a day with that lot. Can they fire? No. Okay. End turn. Now it's our melee phase. Let's melee into these skirmishers. We're going to get some defensive fire coming in. Yeah, it's Control P, I remember. So, make sure I want to do this. Yes. Okay, we push those guys back. That has disordered these the 2 skirmishers that were there. So 100 skirmishers disordered. We've got 50 who are in skirmish formation, but they are not disordered. This is a light regiment, by the way. So that's what these are. And then we've got some grenadier guards. These are going to be better troops. I think we're going to... Let's get... Yeah, I think we're going to assault these guns, and that's going to be the way to do it this time. Okay, got some attacks coming in from the skirmishers first. There we go. Okay, so we actually damaged the guns there. We lost some troops, and we are disordered, but we should be able to get our order back. These are out of command range. Yeah, I think I actually want to get him. I'm more bothered about getting our troops back on. Let's just make sure. Can you not move anymore? Movement 30. Yes, he can. So, going on here. Oh yeah, sorry. It's not the movement phase. Okay, never mind. Skirmishers. These guys we're just going to ignore. We're going to ignore those. Skirmishers ignore. Okay, that's it. Yeah, are we going to attack with them? No. No. What I'm going to do... Wow, look at those guns. Those guns are facing that way now, I think. Right? No, they're facing left. Okay, they're actually facing this column. So that's interesting. They were pushed back, but they're still unlimbered, which is interesting. That's an interesting thing. I wouldn't have thought they'd still be able to fire after being meleeed, but there you go. Bit of an odd one, that. Okay. 11 men lost. Okay, here the bulk of their forces are starting to come up. It'll be interesting to see if the AI, if they move in to try to engage me quicker, if I try to, I'm trying to get less casualties this time around. 26 men lost in that column. That was quite a lot of men. These guys won't take much punishment, by the way. They've got such a bad leader. Skirmishers firing back. Oh, 7 men. So those skirmishers actually did 7 times the damage. And that's because they're partly sat in that terrain. Oh, we lost some cavalry there. 83 men. See, this is the thing, right? I attacked those guns. So that's kind of annoyed me because I attacked those guns, right? They were facing the wrong way. And then they got pushed back, and then they're facing me for some reason. And, they managed to do, like, dreadful casualties on me. So, like, I should have gone for the troops. I made a bit of a mistake there, I guess. Like, again, we're attacking these guns head on, by the way, is a really bad idea. By the way, these did get, they were disordered, they're no longer disordered. So that's good. They actually passed their morale check. Okay, those passed the morale check. These guys are routed still, and this dude went with them. I think we're going to bring him back. Let's bring him back. Okay, he's got 22 movement, yeah, so we can probably... Okay, no, that's where he's going to sit. All right. Let's go with our guns again. Yeah, that's kind of bugged me because I really did not expect to lose that many troops from guns which were essentially, as far as I was concerned, they were facing completely the different direction. And I don't really understand why, if you've just meleeed them, you're fighting in a melee against 700 troops or whatever it was, and then you get pushed back into the hex behind you, facing still limbered and facing the correct direction in order to be able to then do devastating damage next turn. Just seems stupid to me. But there you go. Maybe I'm not understanding Napoleonic stuff properly. Okay, one Kohlberg. That's these guys. Let's get these skirmishers. I'm going to get them round. Okay. All right. We're going to get the light brigade here. Can they move past those guns? Yeah, they can. Okay, and we're going to turn them. Alright, so we're threatening this group here now. One Kohlberg is there. This is one Kohlberg. Okay, we've got the light brigade. I think I'm going to bring... They're disordered. Let's bring the light brigade in here. Okay, taking some shots coming in. They're going to turn, ready to melee. Now, if I remember right, we'll either melee or we're ready to melee, or we're going to turn. We'll put them into a line formation and we'll just start hitting them from the line, basically. These guys, yeah, they're not going to be. I mean, these are disordered. 500. So yeah, I remember. I made this mistake before. I can't reorder these guys. I think I'm going to bring these ones around. 14 men, yeah, that was painful as well. I might just melee with these guys, look. And we'll melee those guns. They're going to take damage as they come in, though. Like, just be aware of that. Okay, let's get these skirmishers. I think we'll get these guys into this group again. Okay, and then we'll get ready to... Well, they're going to melee, or we're going to turn into... We'll put them in line formation and start shooting them. That's probably a smarter move, in all honesty. Oh, 2 Kohlberg. Where was that one again? Oh, yeah, I really wish this had the modern campaigns feature where you could kind of go up the ranks. So if you'd go, squadron or company, and then you hit shift or control key, or I can't remember which one it was, and then that will then highlight the next group up, and then it will highlight the brigade, then it will highlight the regiment, then it will highlight the corps, and then it will highlight the division, etc. Or the division and the corps. Yeah, speaking of which, so where are they? What's one Neumark? That's F. Kohlberg. 1 Kohlberg. Okay, 2 Kohlbergs here. These guys are all facing line formation this way. I'm going to move... In that case, I'm going to move these skirmishers... Get these skirmishers up here. Get this column moving in this way. Okay, quite a lot of damage going to be coming in this way, I think. Let's continue moving. Oh, no, we can't. All right. In that case, next turn we'll move them up that way. I want to take this hill and hold it if I can. Then that's basically going to be it. Like, I don't really want to be... I'm going to try to play relatively passively after that. We've got quite a lot of casualties. We've got about the same amount of casualties as them. But you have to remember that we've got to get their points down really, really far. Like, we've got to get them to at least minus 300. Because otherwise they get a major victory. And if we can get them to minus 400, that's going to be a major defeat. There is, if we remember, so we've got 50, they've taken this objective now, but there's 50, 100, 200. There's basically 200 victory points. Oh no, there's this one as well. So this is 25. So yeah, is that 225? I think it is. 50, 50, 50, 150, 175. Okay, so there's 175, I think. And we've just got to make sure we don't take too many casualties. I think this is actually a really, really difficult scenario, by the way. This is not... It's curious that they chose this one as a beginner scenario. I think the reason why they did that was because it's got all sorts of stuff in here to teach you the game. Like, you can use the formation move, you know, like the column... The move where you... Like, all of your units within the same formation will all move following one another that you can do. So you've got scheduled units that come in that you've got to deploy. So it is a good one because it's basically it's got everything in there. It's just, I think, to actually win it, it's pretty difficult, man. Okay, these guns, we've got to fire these. Let's see if we can disorder some more of these troops. Okay. Try again. Okay, not the most terrifying casualties I've ever seen, but that's not bad. Okay, these guys are limbered here. And these guys are limbered too. Can we unlimber? Looks like a good place as any. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it with these moving points. No. In that case, let's move them one further forwards. Same with these guys. Let's get them close. Okay, and then we've got the this division general. We've got these FJ Kohlberg group or a battalion. Yeah, they need to stay close to the other group though. Yeah, they'll go too far from these and they won't be able to go any further. So I'm just going to keep them... Yeah, keep them where they are pretty much. Let's get this division general moving in. Let's have him with this group here. Yeah, he should be able to catch the leaders on this side and on this side there. Got the supplies. We'll just keep those there for the time being. I don't think anything can run in and snatch them. Saying that, we might be worth... Let's see what their range is on those. You don't get a command range on that. Okay, we've got these mounted troops. Where did they go? Okay, yeah, this squadron ran, by the way. Let's move these guys up on here. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see what was like. Oh, okay, they're all facing away. Let's move these guys here, look. Okay, they can't move any further. We need to move the rest of the cavalry into a similar position, I'd say. And we want to turn them just so that we've got the option to charge. And I want the commander here just because these guys are disordered. Yeah, it's unfortunate these ones ran here. Okay, and we got the horse artillery, the horse artillery here. It's a light infantry, I think. That one there. You not see? Unit's not facing the target. Okay, let's try again. These guys are limbered. Let's unlimber them. Okay. Can't see a whole lot of that. Maybe I should have moved them in first. I'll just leave them there for the time being. Alright. Start firing. These guys were all disordered. I don't think they're going to last here long. Yeah, look, we only lost one man there in return. Oh. Okay, these skirmishers are disordered. We don't... Yeah, okay, let's get them back into here. They're holding this. Then we can get some enfilade attacks. And fire at the grenadiers. "46 men. Yeah, we're in cover, they're not. That's why this is a decent position for us. Now... . Yeah. I'm thinking, do we turn this unit around here and then extend them out that way so that we can actually start getting some more shots in? Because we could kind of, look, we could turn them like that. Then we could extend them out on the right flank, look. You can see that. And then these guys. Okay, they can't see in there. And they'll get a penalty for shooting through the skirmishes anyway. But they'll be able to do that next turn, I think. Yeah, again, we'll have to move the skirmishes because it looks like the skirmishes are actually... Usually you can shoot through skirmishes. I think the problem is here that we've got... Yeah, there's a 3-rank line. So there's actually a lot of men there. Okay, and then we'll keep the rest in reserve. Okay. Oh, we got some allies moving in. Okay, here we are. So, I say the ally. We are the allies, but let's move these guys too. Okay. That's it. And we go. So the allies melee phase. Now. Yeah, let's melee with these guys. Oh, they're detached. Dang it. So they're not close enough to the brigade. Oh, that's weird. Are they not? That's him. They're detached because they're out of zone control. So there's a rule that says you can't melee if you're out of... Yeah, I've forgotten about that. Okay, so let's get these skirmishers attacking in this way. Meleeing in. Oh, they're detached as well. God damn it. Okay. We'll have these guys. We're going to lose people, by the way, doing this. Look at that. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, I guess look, 81 men's a massive amount of people. I think we're going to win the melee anyway, but still. What just happened there? Did I cancel it and then it just did the damage again? Whatever. Yeah, okay. So we actually managed to destroy it that time. I think. I don't think it pushed them. But I get the impression that I just made a blunder there because I attacked and then cleared it and then attacked again. So I don't know if that's just a game mechanic thing. By the way, if you are playing this yourself and you do that, just reload this save file. Yeah, don't do what I'm doing. Like just because that's if you make a blunder, that's just because you're learning the mechanics or whatever. Just don't worry about that. Like don't feel you've got to play it in Iron Man mode. Now normally I won't do that because I can't be bothered. Basically, I don't really care that much about winning. But if you if you do something like that, don't feel bad about just restarting the turn and not making that same mistake. I assume that's what's happened there. You can't I'm pretty sure that I hit the wrong button here, so I cleared the melee, and then I went to do it again, and for some reason it shot me again, which I think it's got to be I don't know. That doesn't seem like it should be right to me. But there you go. It's probably there as a thing in multiplayer to stop people from cheating. I would expect. But it kind of feels annoying to me. Right, let's get these guys. This is 2 Kohlberg. 1 Neumark. By the way, at least we'll have broken through here. Okay, this is 2 Kohlberg. Yeah, they're not going to be meleeing. I don't think I want to melee here. I think there's probably too many men. Although the line's in a different direction. Now, I made this mistake last time, didn't I? I think I tried to melee. They are A quality, though. Alright, saying cannot melee. Okay. I'm not sure why that is then. It might be something to do with the fact that they're a light brigade or something. Oh no, they're detached, that's why. Okay, why are they detached as well? We should be able to trace the supply source this way. Maybe there's no supply sources on this map. Oh well. Okay, we're not going to melee anymore, and we're just going to end the turn. Let's just watch what the French do. Okay. Getting some defensive fire off. That was a stupid thing to fire at. I don't fire at people who have 4 hexes away. Interesting. Okay, they're actually coming through the centre, look. They've got a leader with them as well. A general. Okay, we're in danger of getting flanked here. We need to do something about that. bringing skirmishers onto this hill. Now, I'm sure the AI... I mean, I've played differently as well, but the AI seems to be playing quite differently here, which I'm really pleased about. The AI seems so much better on this game, by the way. It was a bit weak before, I think. I never really noticed it a whole lot, because I didn't play the game enough, but it definitely feels like the AI's got a little bit more teeth than it had before. Yeah, shooting at those skirmishers. They're probably going to melee those skirmishers, I'd say. Okay. Okay, we have 1 unit rout. 2 units rallied. Okay, 1 unit's undisordered. Where did we get the rout? Oh, that was 1 normal. Okay, that's that quality D unit. I'm not that surprised about that. These guys should no longer be detached. Yes, good. Okay. All right. Guys, I'm going to end the episode. I'm going to try and play this a little bit quicker if I can. What turn are we on? We're turn on 4. It's probably going to be like 2 or 3 episodes again. Okay, hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.